Hello and welcome to another replay. Now this is going to be a different sort of video. What I'm going to show you is a quick video where I lose quite badly, and then I'm going to show you how I could have done better. Basically it's me and a Roman player up against another Roman player and the Arveni. Now I think inevitably I would have lost this battle. I'll explain why. Firstly, my ally, although he has more troops, as you can see here, clearly 500 more, he does bring a full line of Hastadi, which are terrible, and low quality infantry, especially light infantry like the Hastadi, will get killed straight away. Now, I'm just going to look at the rest of his army. Hopefully nothing happens while I'm doing this. So, as you can see, Hastadi, Hastadi. I mean, really very basic armour. Back here we have legionaries, another line not as long, and then we have triarii back here, which is sort of unnecessary when you're going up against another Roman player. And really, even if it had just been a couple of elite units, it probably would have worked. So you can see there I've got armoured horse archers going out and the rest of my army is mobilising. Yeah, there's the general bodyguard. Okay, so I mean legionaries look sort of fairly alright there, but I mean legionaries can't be relied on as a heavy infantry base, and that's what is going to go wrong for him. So over here you can see spear gladiatresses, legionary cohorts, lots of a couple of velites there. And this is a build I've come up against before, and I do manage to beat it in another video because I played a few battles with these people, and well, it was quite fun. Socio-equites, 2 Praetorian cavalry. So again, there's more focus on cavalry here than my ally, who has gone for a cavalry defensive build, but he has poorer quality infantry. So over here you can see what I'm going up against, a whole line of Oathsworn. I've got Levy Freeman coming forward. They're a good cheap spear units because they throw javelins, and that really does cause a pain if you decide to advance with horse archers, as I am now. See Oathsworn General and a heavy horse over there, but he's not really using the heavy horse at all, and that's actually a good thing. Using these cheap units, I don't want to fire on them, I want to get shots on the Oathsworn, but by moving them forward he's just preventing me from doing so. So what is my army? Well, I've already told you about the horse archers here. Armoured horse archers, fairly good. I knew I was going to come up against some sort of infantry firing, and in this case it was Celtic slingers. I have a whole line of hillmen here. Now this was a poor choice, they really do get beaten back by the Oathsworn. This is a bottom end unit, very cheap, not very good really. They could beat up spearmen, but they might struggle with very elite units. Well, actually they do. They fail quite badly. Back here we have some more shaky infantry. Parthian swordsmen. Good shield. I do like their weaponry, and some of the moves they pull off in battle are good. The only problem is, as I said, they are shaky. They're not elite troops, they're sort of medium tier, even though it says heavy melee infantry. So they're a bit of a joke in melee combat against swordsmen of their caliber. Back here, yeah, more shaky Persian infantry, Persian hoplites, and the reason these are absolute crap is because if they come up against anything tougher than them, they will fail. They do well against anything that's weaker than them, because they do have the hoplite wall ability. So over here you can see my general, Royal Cataphract, and over here we've got the Indian War Elephant. Moving forward, just one unit, I don't want to spend too much. The problem with using elephants is the same as artillery. They're going to help you. Really, they're not going to help you that much. It depends on how you use them. You can get a lot of kills, or you can completely fail with them. They don't like getting fired on. Lots of infantry engagement will wear them down, and the units will eventually collapse, and there won't be any elephants left. So I don't tend to rely on them, although I have brought them to this engagement. So already you can see Celtic slingers engaging my horse archers. Now it's lucky that I brought the armoured horse archers, because that's an extra layer of protection against the slinger fire. I am getting fired on, despite the fact I'm trying to launch an attack on the oak swarm, but I just can't do it, because the range is literally just, well, it's able to go to there. It can probably go a bit further. Okay, so we'll go back to the actual gameplay. So here we can see the Roman cavalry being used to full effect. It's just charging into the front line. Spearmen can't actually do anything because they're positioned back there. As you can see, this is where the damage has been caused. Start a unit there. 95. Already they've lost near a quarter of their men, really. That's quite poor. This is why, really, all this here would have been better spent on some elite units. If you have a build like this, you need to be moving forward much quicker. Oh, here we go. It's learning something. So because the cavalry has nothing to engage with, they're free to sort of just prance around out here. I can just go around, all around this area. Just go like that, really. Go around, and then go for general. That's why this sort of army will fail. It's lucky that he does have full triarii, although I got the impression he'd already fought a battle. So over here we're doing a bit more skirmishing with the enemy. So I levy freemen charging forward. I'm trying to get some shots off and fail. And then I lose quite a few more. And Levy Freeman, rather comically, did much better then than my horse archers. And I'm being restricted to my own flank by a unit that costs about 200. And mine are probably about 400 in cost, maybe 500. So again, it just goes to show what sort of how good the barbarian factions are when it comes up against an eastern faction. I was sort of hoping an eastern faction could beat a barbarian faction, just not with this build. This is quite a bad idea. There are three major flaws with this build. Firstly, eastern factions have shaky infantry, especially Parthia. As you've just seen, I'm using 3 of their key units. There's also the eastern spearmen, which is very weak. Interestingly though, if I'd left them just in front of the oak swarm, the javelins might have done a bit of work for me. It looks like I've lost some already. Well, I've lost some. Meanwhile over here we've got the Romans engaging. So he's engaging his, he's engaged his Astari, they're not going to do well. Now he's trying to engage his legionaries rather tactically. The problem with this is, well, you've still got these guys out here, so he has to keep the spearmen back. And he's moving more of his troops onto the right flank, it looks like, yeah. Presumably because he knows he can't hold that flank up, but he can influence over here. Which is, I don't know, I suppose you could call that a wise guess. You could go there, go through there. I could just... endless possibilities from this point here. So a good tactical move. Although the Arveni have now branched out because they know they're going to trouble. So here's the thing, here's my elephants coming in. Certainly able to smash apart just about any unit because of their size. But it's very easy for them to go out of control. And the Arveni don't have to do much here to really just manage keeping the... look at that poor elephant there. But managing the elephants for the Arveni, it's not too hard for them. You can see they're easily able to bash my troops and do what they will. Although my Cataracts are having good effect here, but I have to be careful because I've also engaged the heavy horse. Rather annoyingly. We've got Roman units over here now as well, which is not good. We've got horse archers trying to pick off spear gladiuses. So again, it's not entirely my fault that I lose this, I just... I would have lost anyway, frankly. I mean, look, here the elephants are completely stationary. And we've got slingers firing on them. Really, the Parthian swordsmen are outmatched in quality, and well, yeah, two of them just got stabbed there. There's no real point in bringing in Persian hotline charge against Oversworn. Really. Over here. Okay, so this Parthian swordsman is actually doing well. He's facing inferior troops, and this is what the Parthian swordsman really is good at. Just defending against something that's worse, less well armoured. It's now going to get clobbered by something from the wrong angle. It's really going to just fail. I mean, really, the infantry is just being wiped out. See there, that was that only that charged in a moment ago. This unit again, it's not moving, but apparently it's in shield wall. Oh no, here we go. I mean, again, why would you face that way if you're deflecting a charge from here? See, there was just one down there. One Parthian swordsman who ended up dead. Oh, no one was about to go there. Well, that one just went there. Yeah, rather tragically, the Parthian infantry just sort of gets completely cut to shreds. Ow. That's really not good. At all. I mean, clearly we're getting cut to shreds. The only good thing that has happened is my Royal Cataphracts have got near 200 kills. I'm trying to just pull them out of fights, so I just want to use them in a good way. My ally does actually... He uses a red marker and he sort of labels there and there, so to say, go and get them. He was drawing that on the map for me during the battle, so they knew where I was going to charge in from. Here we go, ready, and smash! Absolutely brilliant. I was even able to take out the Oversworn that's been in battle for quite a while, to the extent that they actually had to try and rush and stop my Cataphracts from getting out of the fight. But there's not really much point to this stage. Highlighted in blue, that's my ally getting completely thrashed. Or is it? No. Was that my ally? Let's see here. Triari. Oh yeah, that's my ally getting completely thrashed. Triari being one of the most disciplined spear units, really are the biggest pain for me in the game. I absolutely hate anyone who brings Triari to a fight, because they don't want me. Unless they're my ally, in which case it's great to have them on my side. Okay, we'll just speed this up, because let's really... So you can see the cavalry back there. Cataphract's now 230 kills still. If you can get that amount of kills with a unit, it's certainly done what it's supposed to do. Ooh, managing to bash some people to the ground here. But even they get overwhelmed in the end. It's now sort of up to the Triarii to defend against what's left of the Arveni. All the units sort of rushing in to try and finish them off quickly. So as you can see here, the armoured horse archers have done quite well. Well, one of them has. The elephants racked up 100 kills, which is not as good as they can do. Cataphracts, my general, doing well there with 235. It's frankly because the Arveni was concentrating on wiping out my infantry. One of the Parthian swords does quite well, possibly because he was up against Levi Freeman. That might explain it. Another one there getting quite a lot of kills. Hoplite's not doing well. They didn't go up against any cavalry. We've got a heavy horse there. This is the Arveni build. So the Oathsworn getting the majority of the kills really for the Arveni player. Certainly that will be most of them. Levi Freeman getting 92 kills again, could be on my horse archers. I suspect that one as well. Slingers not getting many kills, they had to focus on the elephants. And that probably didn't help them. So, looking at the Roman build here, as opposed to my allies, you'll see legionary cohorts. He's got more legionary cohorts, no Hastadi, but he's got spear gladiatresses, better units really. Velites, again, this army does not have any archers or anything, so the fact these are there and able to get some kills is quite good, and that will have helped him. Cavalry-wise, there's absolutely nothing stopping the cavalry tearing into this army. Surprisingly, the Socio Equite is not doing very well, and the Roman general not doing well at all. I frankly would have charged all of them into the front of the Hastadi, possibly after engaging them. Maybe flank attack or something. Okay. So the reason I wanted to show you that is I'm now going to try my own build. I'm just going to wipe out this one because it's ridiculously priced. So what we had was 5 of those, 5 of those. Was it 1 heavy horse and 2 Celtic slingers, and that's what I was up against. There's plenty of room there for more units. So I'm just going to try and level the playing field there. Okay, so that's about leveled at battle difficulty. I'll keep it on normal for this. Should we put it on hard? Okay, we'll put it on hard. Not sure why. We'll put it on. I'll put it on hard, and then you can see how I do. Okay. So what I've gone for is 5 cataphracts, a noble horse archer cataphract, 3 mercenary Salvation lancers. They're my light cavalry. Oh, hang on, I've done this wrong. Sorry everyone, wrong map. I am an idiot sometimes, right? Okay. So I'm just going to change the map to one that... Yeah, that's not what's the problem. Oh, no, don't do that. Ah, oh, crap. Right. Okay, let's just try and remember what I had. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 of those. What else did I have? Some Parthians. Or was it just swordsmen? So again, I'm going to quickly... do realise this is taking too long. Do feel free to skip ahead a couple of minutes. Right, 2, 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 slingers. And a heavy horse. 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 2, 1. I mean, that's really what the Arveni army was. 1350. Okay. I'm going to try and match it on price. I'm sure I'm going to do that. Take one of those off. So that comes to 1350. Okay, so these two armies now are about the same amount of each troop as we had at the beginning. I'm going to put it on normal. Okay, so this is going to be battle that isn't fought on a siege setting. I do apologise, I was doing a battle before this, trying to see if I could win as another side. So what I've gone for 4 Parthian swords, I have 3 Persian light archers.
Persian archers, come together.
I've got lots of eastern cataphracts.
Patience. Battle group ready.
And I also have
Spears ready.
3 Sarmatian lancers.
What are your orders?
Principally, I'm going to use those for taking out the heavy horse, and then whatever's left to charge it to the rear. I'm going to use the cataphracts on the same flank, and I'm going to see if I can tie up the heavy horse with the lancers.
We are at your command. Noble horse archers. Missile cavalry.
Okay, so we can't see the enemy army at the moment. Oh, there they are.
Lancers.
So the first thing I've got to do is get through
Noble horse
the
archers.
Celtic slingers.
Stand ready, you dogs! I will not have you bringing shame upon me or our people this day. We will have victory. We await your order. At the ready. At speed. We serve the king. For Ahura Mazda. Orders, my lord. Fire on the enemy. Kyrie, my lord.
So it seems the enemy's heavy horse is on the other flank. So it means I'm going to have to do everything the wrong way round, which is rather annoying. But I might have to do that in an actual game against someone. We can also see there's a different setup here entirely. The Oathsworn are at the front, then the Spearmen to the flanks. It's going to make it harder to engage the cheaper line, and this isn't how a player on multiplayer would do it, certainly. But then I think we all know from the level of jokes that are on YouTube, the AI can be a bit of an idiot. These guys aren't, crap. So as you can see, the archers have come out so far that in actual fact they've left everything else behind, and the infantry is still not catching up. And we're going to need the infantry to engage at the same time as the cataphracts. So they're going to have to really hurry up.
Cataphracts! Riders! Forward! Melee infantry ready! Advance at speed! Cataphracts! Order.
Our general is under attack!
Mercenaries! Ready to ride! Lancers! Quickly
The men are wavering.
we await your orders! Orders! Withdraw! Riders, advance! Kill, kill, kill! At the ready! Mounted warriors! Lancers!
So what I'm trying to do is just sort of beat off the
Engage! Ready!
enemy with successive waves of cataphracts.
As you command!
Heavy horse at your command. As you wish.
Cataphract! Forward! Missile infantry ready! What are your orders? Double time! Add the double! Cataphract!
We understand.
So, sorry for losing my voice.
Cataphracts!
Obviously what we're doing is we're battering the cataphracts
Our men flee the field of
Into
battle. This is a
the
shameful
enemy
display.
infantry.
Kyrie! Cataphracts!
Shock cavalry ready.
Pull back!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Cataphracts! Are you ready? My lord! Forward!
You can see there, that's pretty much what I want to be doing to the enemy infantry.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
What are your orders? As you wish.
Heavy horse at your command! Grind them into dust! Quickly now! Persian archers at the ready! Men of Parthia!
The enemy general is dead.
Orders! Forward! Advance at speed!
One of our units has used all its
So really this is
ammunition.
how a Persian army should be used. The infantry are just sort of holding up the enemy, while I batter them into submission with as many cavalry as I can.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Heavy cavalry! Cataphracts!
So as we can see here, I've only lost half as many men. My cataphracts have done very well, 115, 61, 55. Okay, so not that well. Again, it comes down to how you manage the shock cavalry. And if you're trying to manage them whilst engaging infantry, as I had to do there, it is more difficult. People are actually more rational than the AI, so you might find it's easier to roll in shock cavalry against an actual person than you do against the AI, which may sound strange, but you can never predict what an AI is going to do. Whereas we might say, if there's spears coming towards us, we'll put swords out. If there's cavalry charging, we'll target, try and target the infantry. So what I was able to do was completely annihilate the infantry. You can see the levy freemen get no kills at all, precisely because I was able to roll in and simply smash them, and that works very well. The infantry don't get many kills at all. It's all really down to the archers, who play quite a part in it. So my light shot cavalry, again playing a small part, you can see they got quite a few kills. But really the shot cavalry, and if I'd used the trample ability, I could have got a lot more kills. So bearing that in mind, the cavalry heavy build from Parthia is probably what would knock back a barbarian front. Fire beats fire, really. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching.